Hi everyone, today I'll share my experience of Cube Milao Bangladesh 2022 Day 2. I had only two events that day, 3x3 100 and 3x3. Going there, it was nice to see a much more organized place than the day before, so I loved the overall improvement that day. First solve of the day. Now, I will mention I started to practice 100 about a month ago, and I didn't practice any in the last week of the competition because I was mainly doing blind. But even without practice, I ended up actually getting some decent solves. 3x3 100 solve 2. This solve took longer because of a mistake I made in the OLL. Ended up doing the OLL twice. Yeah, shaking head because of the mistake. Solve 3. Okay, this judge, hear this. 5 seconds? Really? And he actually forgot to reset the timer too. Okay, solve 4. Well, it was coming, and more will come, I guess. Forgot to hit the record button, nothing to say. Now, on to solve 5. This one was scary. This the cube dropped and touched my other hand, but it was not intentional, so the solve was allowed in the end. I said that I didn't have high hopes for 100, but when I get 13th place among 57 others and get knocked out by zero point 0.3 seconds for the top 12 cutoff, I do get a little upset. Okay, the big event starts. I'm not yet warmed up properly, so all I said to myself is just go slow in this round, just get comfortable with the environment and make it to top 32. Okay, solve 2. This was funny. I got the same scramble. After the solve, I told the judge and they allowed me an extra solve. So this solve didn't actually count. So now onto the real solve 2, and my nightmares actually came true. The only thing I was afraid going to this comp was the +2 penalties, and it did happen. So even though this solve was actually 1173, it's actually a 13.73 because I didn't actually finish solving the cube. It is off by 1 there. Solve 3, again a +2 from 11 to 13.
আমাদের এই জায়গাটা অনেক কনজেস্টেড হয়ে গেছে যেটা আমাদের সলভারদের জন্য অনেক ডিস্টার্বিং প্লিজ সবাই বের হয়ে যান সলভিং এগেছে পার্টিসিপেন্টসরা বাদে
Solve 4. Finally, my look ahead is coming back. Almost got my first official sub 10 here if it weren't for the lockup at the last moment. Final solve of round 1. got 14th place in the first round. Top 32 will proceed to the next round, and from there, top 12 will go to the finals. Now I had a lot of time, so I started recording others. The great thing about cubing comps is that you can meet dozens of people who can beat your PB like it's nothing, and you can meet people that take longer than you, and you can teach them. It's a big win for everyone. I met this kid that day. His name is Asanullah Khan. Taught him a few things on 3x3. So I got a +2 for this. And then I started running. Not literally, but in comps, there are a group of volunteers who can be idle competitors too. Can be what is known as a runner. Their job is to take a solved cube from the judges to the scrambling station. And then get a scrambled cube from there, call out the participant, and put them on a table. Simple.
Ready. Shams Otohi Ishmam.
By the way, sorry Ishmam, I totally butchered your name there. Couldn't see properly holding the camera in the other hand. Okay, round 2. This was around 3 p.m. at noon, so I was in my best form at this time, being properly warmed up. I trained a lot of last layer in the break, so I don't get a +2 in this round, and it actually paid up. Now I'll mention that if I'm solving at home, these times will probably be sub 10s, and I'll probably get a sub 10 average of 5. But because this is on stack mat, there's a little extra time that I have to use to pick up the cube and drop. So that's why I think sub 10 was not on the cards. And finally, solve 5, my first sub 10 or sub 9 official solve. I'm really happy about this solve. Got a sub 11 average of 5 in the end and reached the final round. Now I didn't know this, but 3x3 finals are held in a different way. You have two cubers, say 11th and 12th position, go head to head. It's not really head to head because all that matters is your average to everyone else's, but it creates a bigger tension. And it's much more exciting to see two cubers around the same level compete like that. Now some accidents did happen to me in the final round. I thought I started to record, but actually didn't. And when I thought I stopped recording, I actually started it. So what happened is I don't have the footage of my final round solves, except for the second solve, which was the best solve among them. Overall, I was lucky enough to keep my average sub 12, I should say. Now you may ask what went wrong in the last round. Well, some thought that I was nervous of the big stage, but in reality, I was just tired. Event started at 10 a.m. and it was 6 p.m. at the final round. So when I solve every day, my times start high because I'm not warmed up yet. Then it dips and stays, and at the end of the day, it starts going up again. Cube starts to lock up and my look ahead suffers a lot. And I'm not alone here. Here are all the people from the final round that had their best solves in round 2. but suffered in round 3. That's 8 out of 12 of us in the final round. Now, 12 people is a tiny dataset, but I'm sure that this is the reason. Now, I actually got a prize. They had this special prize for top 10 3x3 solvers who are newcomers. I was 5th among them and got this. Finally, going forward, I want to put more focus into blind solving and 3x3. I'm so close to becoming sub 10 on 3x3, and if I don't break this barrier now, I don't think I'll ever get this opportunity again. That's all for now, and I'll see you next time if I'm alive.